Well, knowing how to stop bleeding in an emergency can absolutely save lives. And tonight, you can actually learn how to help at Prisma's Stop the Bleed classes. Classes are going to be held at Prisma Health Hospital in Richland on the second Tuesday of the month from August to December. So that free event taking place tonight from 6 to 7 p.m. So what does a Stop the Bleed course actually entail? Joining me now in the studio is Injury Prevention Coordinator Lara Peck with Prisma Health with a preview on what to expect. Lara, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, so all right, let's talk about what you have here in front of us.
Sure, so this is one of our mannequin legs, and so we are going to practice. So
yeah,
you'll learn all about life-threatening bleeding, what it looks like, what to be looking for, how much is life-threatening bleeding. So with that, it's about half a can of soda. You're starting to get into life-threatening bleeding, so that's when you need to jump into action. So this class will go through 3 different ways that you can stop life-threatening bleeding using gauze or a t-shirt, any kind of cloth that you have. So we'd apply pressure. We may pack a wound if you have a deep wound, and we'll use a tourniquet. So that's the one piece that people may not be as familiar with, is how to apply the tourniquet so that you can stop that bleeding.
Yeah, and I mean, it's kind of interesting that there are multiple ways in order to stop this, of course, because you might not have a tourniquet on you at all times, really. Wow, that's interesting. So is this like a hands-on class?
Definitely. We do a quick presentation, kind of go through the basics. We'll model it for you, and then everybody's going to get in the skill station, and they're going to get hands-on, get the feel of a tourniquet, see how tight they have to twist the windlass so that it stops the bleeding. So that's how you know when you've stopped the bleeding and it's tight enough is when the bleeding stops. Yeah, so can't let it loosen it, can't let it go until they get to the hospital. Okay,
so let's go ahead and take a look at what is this? So this is the mannequin leg. So you have these like kind of wounds, these like perfect examples, right?
So we have different wounds that we can utilize in a life-threatening situation. When you have bleeding, you would identify the bleeding. So here's our wound. Tourniquets would go 2 to 3 inches above the wound. And I'm going to get you to pull this tourniquet tight. So pull it as tight as you can.
So just this way?
Yep. And secure it with the Velcro there. There you go. Now this is your windlass. You're going to turn that.
Turn it turn it?
Either way.
Oh, wow.
And you'll start to feel it getting tighter.
Ooh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. It's obviously getting a lot harder, but you can tell.
So now, the bleeding has stopped. That's awesome. Secured in the clip.
So that's the clip right there. That's what I was going to ask you, because I'm like, keep turning, and where is it going to stop?
You're good. Yep. It's going to hold it right there and secure it. And then you would note the time for the surgeons at the hospital. And we'll explain all of that, why we do that. You'll get all the details.
Really? So how, with these classes, you know, who comes? I know you've already had one prior, and you said it was actually already full. So who comes to these classes? Who do you think should like come?
This class is for civilians, and so we want people that are going to be the immediate responders to an accident, a car crash, something happens at home or at work, school. This can, life-threatening bleeding can occur anytime, anywhere. So it's great if people know what to do so that they can save that person's life. A person can bleed out within 3 to 5 minutes, but EMS may not get there. On average, it's about 7 to 10 minutes, and maybe further or longer if you live further out from the city. So it's really important that people know what to do immediately. And so again, open to the public. We've trained high school students all the way up to 99. So we're happy to have anybody.
Listen, I love that. Well, again, this is actually a free event. It is happening tonight from 6 to 7, but don't worry, it is also the second Tuesday of every single month, all the way up to the end of the year.